Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays. Near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. It's Williams on the catch. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They will run for the first time here with White. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Ready? 38. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, exit. Let's go.
Minshew throwing on third down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. A gain of 8 and a first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
He's going to look into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mariota to throw it. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check. Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Hey. One. 44's Mike. Check. Get that.
Now Mariota. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mariota. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check. Lucky. Jet.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming.
And the Raiders have got him. Cleveland Farrell. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose. Do what you do best. Go get the quarterback.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Minshew. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. This is caught by Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know you felt that one.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Raiders 3, Jaguars nothing.
Check, check. 3. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Whip. Watch the whip. Jack. 3. Smoke. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. I don't think you got it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Throwing, Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, Alpha.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Give me that ball, defense. Shit. Hey, Zoo. 44's the mic. Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Hey, Wahoo! 80 weapons. Now.
On 3rd down, Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but, hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they show confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Running is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
13 yards. And the Raider 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mariota, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Mariota now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check it backer, check it backer. Check it. 49, check 49, check 49. Greystone travel, Greystone travel.
Here's Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose?
Way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check 50.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And able to find Conley. A very solid gain of 27.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
64, weak. Cross. Ready.
Fournette, a first down carry. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
90 Wolf. Hey, Foxtrot. Shoot.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Go.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Mike 42. Watch the screen. Mike 42. Go.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First down.
Here we go. Set.
First 60 at the 42-yard line.
Topper. Now.
On first down, it's Thompson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Defense wins championships, baby.
On 2nd down, it's White, and this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
3rd down.
Okay, ready? Mike, 44 is Mike. Check. I'm coming.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Ricky. Hey, echo. 555. Ready?
Now Minshew. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Minshew, 1st and 10 to Thompson on the screen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. In the end zone, it's incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 42. Get him. Mike 42.
Minshew sets to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Conley there to make the grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter down in Arizona. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Check. Charlie.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Matchbox, right.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. It's Williams on the catch. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
To throw, Mariota. Catch made, it's Moreau. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On second down, Jacobs runs over him. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
The tackle made by Miles Jackson.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I got you.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! A 3-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustmants.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Safety screen. Hey, Haywood.
First down, here's White. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, seam 6.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. Caught here by Conley. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
42's the mark now.
On third down, a run from White. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now a carry for White. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there, but they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot, and that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try the right side here with White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Blue takes 3. 218, chop it. Undercrush. Hey, Alpha. Go.
2nd and 5. And it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
He's checking. Team spill. Hey, zoom. Mike's 42. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Big grip.
Here's Minshew. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, wahoo!
On 4th down, Minshew. And no, it's incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for it.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit because I will leave openings. Right? You can sting me, but how often will they want to do that? They're going to want to run the ball and bleed the clock. I'm going after them, hoping to make a big play.
And in a sense, 3 timeouts with that 2-minute warning looming.
Great note right there because it was the 2 timeouts. They get a 3rd one back. They still have a chance.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
3 down.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past